Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Caster, and we are in No Man's Sky, and a new update has just dropped, the Beacons update, and some of you may have some issues with the new update in terms of the settlements. There has been a massive settlement overhaul in this update. It's what it focuses on. I'm also having a few issues with it in terms of bugs, especially with the new Autophase settlements, but we'll come on to that in a bit. First of all, I want to go through some of the things that were a little bit under the radar, so to speak, that weren't actually part of the settlements overhaul as such, actually features added to the game to make quality of life improvements. So for example, if we go into our start menu here, we go over to options, let's go into general, and there are a couple of new options here, including the exosuit voice and the player vocalizations. So the exosuit voice here, we now have three options. We have the suit voice off completely. So if I was to go into my start exosuit here, and I was to go and recharge this one, so put some oxygen in there, it doesn't say anything at all. If we go back into our options, back into general, and we go to female voice, go to apply, you'll hear the ever familiar, if you played this game for quite a while, female exosuit voice. Let's also try the masculine one here, see what that one sounds like, and we'll go and recharge anything. You'll do. Now that sounds very strange to me, and I've actually gone for the voice off in general, but the masculine voice was a bit more robotic, was it? Or they're both a bit robotic really, but masculine voice was a bit stranger. If I was going to do any voice, it would probably be the feminine one, but for now I'm just going to stick with the voice off. We also have some player vocalizations. What does this mean? It doesn't mean I can talk as per the character, but we do have some grunting and breathing, and they are quite low. So have I got one on here? And it's quite difficult to hear them. So we've got a player A voice, which is the player character vocalizes a high pitch. Did you just hear that? I think it was just there. It might be a bit too low for yourself to hear that as part of the recording. Let's try voice A, which is a more deeper voice. B, sorry. Didn't hear it that time over the pain of hurting myself, but they're very quiet. And then you got voice C, which is a more alien, exotic tones. Which I'm struggling to hear myself. So it probably need to be quite high for you to hear any kind of thing there. Or you can just have them off. And I'm going to stick with having them as... Actually, let's go with B. Let's leave it as player B and see if I can hear them in the future. There's also something to do with display and graphics here. We go down to the bottom. If you are on PC, you've now got this EXESS quality. And it gives you the options there. I've got it on balance just to make sure that the computer that I have is able to run. So it delivers optimal performance and image quality there. And obviously you can have it as high or as low as you wish, depending on how your computer handles it. So yeah, we'll definitely leave that one on. I mean, at the moment it's on balanced. This is what it looks like. You can see those things flying around. If we try, sorry for those who aren't PC users, but I do want to try this. If we try something like native, I don't know how this is going to affect it. Oh, look at that. It does look a little bit cleaner, I think. It really does. Oh, flame. See, I didn't get any voice there, or exosuit voice telling me that it is about to have a storm. It just came up on the screen. So, another thing to note about the new settlements here is that you actually get an autophase settlement. And there's a couple of ways to do this. So, first of all, the first way is to go through all of the missions, because this is end game stuff, I believe. So you need to go through, you need to do the Artemis missions, you need to go through the Purge, And then you need to go through the settlement missions as well, like the Trace of Metal, as far as I'm aware. And then you need to go through the Autophase missions, because to find an Autophase settlement, you will need to find these guys, okay? Once you have a settlement of your own, and you find the Autophase, you'll get a dissonant transmission, and that will find one Autophage settlement for you. Another way to do it is to find a general settlement here. So the reason why you kind of need to find the Autophage is because you need this bit of equipment, which is in my multi-tool called the polyphonic core. This will find an Autophage camp for you. Then when you get here, you do a normal scan and it will find the Autophage automatically. Now, I'm going to get hurt here, but if we look at this Autophage synthesis terminal and exchange void modes, we've got a new item, Autophage settlement chart. So this is like a normal settlement chart from the space stations, which gives you a normal settlement. But this is the Autophage settlement chart, and this is the only way you can find an Autophage settlement without doing the missions. And I think you only get that once from the settlement missions. This you can have as many as you like, of course, as long as you have the void modes. So yeah, and as you can see down there, there's my issue with the Autophage camps at the moment, in that my timer's kind of stuck. Don't really know why, but there you go. Another thing added to the game as part of the Beacons update was new base parts. Now this is obviously not exclusive to the Settlement Overhaul, so it's something added for those base building lovers out there. And if we go to the back of the anomaly here, and we go over to the construction research station, let's have a look at what we've got. We've got some salvaged roofing, and we've got some salvaged structures. So these are just like the Autophage structures you'll find in your settlements. They're not just like them, they are kind of similar. And they look really cool. I really like the roofing parts. You've also got some other items as well. If we go through the list here, we've got some of these parts that you can like put on to your specifically void structures. So you've got void antennas and salvage units and stuff. You've got some spools and like an Atlantidium refiner, which is interesting. It's only a decoration, but still looks really cool. And I can't wait to get some of these onto my base to make it look like it's an Autophage home that I've ransacked and taken over. You can also now make these like rusted, so they're not so shiny and gleaming. So you can make it look like you've been there for a long time, or they've been worse for wear, which is really cool. I really like that feature, and I'm definitely going to be using it, because to make it look like more real world sort of situation, although, you know, this is very, very sci-fi, and these base parts are very, very sci-fi as well. So there's another thing added to the game, and if we just have a look at those for a second, they actually cost Atlantidium, so it's not like your standard ferrite dust or pure ferrite. And if we go here, there's some glass here, obviously, for the ones that have windows. There's also pure ferrite involved, and some other things. Glass, just all Atlantidium, mainly Atlantidium glass and pure ferrite, so not too bad to make, to be honest. Just need to collect a bunch of Atlantidium. That is what you're going to need. Decorative parts, they're all Atlantidium as well, aren't they? I'm sure they are. Yeah, they're all Atlantidium as well. So that's really cool. Really happy to have new base parts in the game. That's something that I wanted, and I'm really glad that they brought it to the game. And if you're wondering what an Autophage settlement looks like, this is the one that I've picked up from my mission from my main settlement, or the dissonant signal anyway. And it looks absolutely brilliant. I love it. A shame it's on a hot, high weather extreme planet, but I kind of like it. I really like it. The only problem is, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm having problems with my Autophage settlement, as I know some people are. If I go to the Heart of Atlantid here, yeah, I can have a look at the settlement history and stuff. That's great. There's no overseer building, and when I go to one of these buildings, let's have a look at this one here, a small home. It says can be upgraded to advanced. I can't do it. Special features none. I can't. Normally there's like an upgrade down here, and it tells you what you need to upgrade it, and it just does not give me the option. So unfortunately I'm unable to do that right now. But there's some of the features that are separate from the Settlement Overhaul, and I thought I'd just give you a view of what one of the Autophase settlements looks like. Cannot wait to get into the settlements once they've sorted it. A patch will be coming out soon, I am sure, to fix all of the problems that we've had. When there's a massive update like this for No Man's Sky, you will always have bugs and things that need to be fixed, and I'm sure it will come out very shortly. I will update the YouTube community once the patch has come out. For more No Man's Sky content, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and take care.